Hi everyone, today is the day. It's the next installment in the Date My Deck series. And we're gonna start with the collage style deck. We're gonna start with the Telezma Tarot. So the Telezma Tarot is an older male, Libra. Smokes like those expensive cigars so that like when he walks in front of you, you catch a little whiff of the tobacco. Yeah. This is the Telezma Tarot. He's very jaded. He's probably been married at least twice. He has a lot to say about the shadow motivations behind government action, as well as the manipulation of past partners in relationships. He's going to want to go somewhere. Well, we're definitely doing dinner because the Telezma Tarot is not a short and sweet type of deck. So we're probably going to be, well, I'd put us in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, because we're going to be by the water. And he's going to go with a little bit upscale, but still kind of chic for dinner. He definitely drinks scotch. Oh yeah, he drinks scotch. Like, I'm talking Johnny Walker Blue. Yeah, that's Telezma Tarot, right? And oh my goodness, can he tell a good story? And he's still in pretty good shape for his age. This is going to be one of those nights where like you didn't end up doing any of the talking. He did, and you learned a lot. That's the Telezma Tarot. And I say all of this with a lot of love. I love this deck, guys. The creator sent me this deck. This is a deck where the deck creator did send it to me. And I've just had so much fun with this one. So I will put the link to purchase this deck down below in the description box because it is an indie deck. It can be a little bit more difficult to find. But that's the energy of the Telezma Tarot. I could like keep going because like you see it's such a wordy deck and like it knows how to spin a good yarn. Right? And like, you know, you're going to have really good food, but like, it's going to be like steak and mashed potatoes, but it's like it's like elevated, right? That's the Telezma Tarot. Okay. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit here with Soul Cards 1. Okay. So Soul Cards 1. Oh yeah. We're doing something with turmeric in it for the drink. It's like avant-garde cocktails here with Soul Cards 1. Female, older, maybe early 50s. And now we go somewhere really dark. It's definitely a bar. We're going to a bar with craft cocktails, avant-garde cocktails. It's all about the straight up hard liquor here. But like with really beautiful herbs and spices. So like we're gonna get something that's got like turmeric and rosemary shrub in it or something like that, right? Those are the type of cocktails we're gonna have. And we're probably gonna get a little bit high too, let's be real, because this deck is just, Soul Cards 1 is like, there's no guidebook. You just go in, you know, in the skin of your teeth, and like, you just go for it with this deck. This deck will take you to some trippy places. So yeah, so like we're in like a dark bar, but it's not like dark masculine feel. It's like dark, but with a lot of like blue lights, blue, purples, and pinks, right? Like if I were to give you an actual place that you could go to the Jewel Box in Portland, Maine, and that's where you would be hanging out with this chick. She's gonna have like, oh my god, she's gonna have some gorgeous lipstick on, and her hair is gonna be like giant. I feel like I need like Susie and the Banshees in the 80s hair for this one. And we're gonna have like very revealing, in-depth conversation around shadow and what motivates and drives us unconsciously. She's definitely traveled a great deal. And she's done public speaking in some way, shape, or form. So she's very comfortable in her own skin. That's Soul Cards 1. Oh, what sign? I forgot to say. Oh, she's a Pisces. Pisces, Scorpio. Pisces or Scorpio. She's a water sign. She's a water sign, but like she's probably got a Taurus moon in there. Like she's got some earthy energy grounding her out. But she's very sexy. She's very trippy. You're gonna like understand yourself and the inner workings of the universe at a new level at the end of this date. That is Soul Cards 1. That you can find with a simple search on Amazon. Alice the Wonderland Oracle. Some of you know how much I love this deck. She's a younger woman. She's in her mid to late 20s. She's very long hair. What kind of date are we gonna do? Oh, yes. She's a Sagittarius. She's a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. She's younger. She's created her own business, which is successful. She's dealt with a lot of depression and anxiety in her life. And so she's done a lot of work around understanding like root causes to depression and anxiety. And she's going to talk a lot, but she isn't going to say a lot about herself. So this would be a date where I would really have to be paying attention and ask her insightful questions in order to understand her better. That's Alice the Wonderland. What are we gonna drink? Oh, I definitely feel like we're doing like bourbon or whiskey. We're doing, oh, sorry guys, I do use reversals in this deck. We're definitely doing something like bourbon or whiskey. And if we're going on a date in the winter, we're probably gonna do hot toddies. Like it's gonna be a thing. The Alice the Wonderland deck itself is a straight shooter. She tells the truth. There's no filter. She can hurt your feelings, but she's always accurate. So at the end of my date, I'm probably not going to know if she wants to see me again. She might not. She's not going to message me right away. She's not going to let me know how she feels right away. She's going to make me sit and wait. That is the Alice the Wonderland Oracle if she were a date. Let's see, but where would we go? So we would probably like do, I feel like we would like start and do something outside, like maybe take a walk and then go to some like craft beer bar and drink whiskey and bourbon, or a hot toddy, like something warm with honey. But that like warms your throat when you're drinking it. That's Alice the Wonderland Oracle. Okay, who else was I gonna do? I have two very special ones at the end. I promised I was going to do a deck next that's on this list, and she's on the list, so she's last. Okay, so Earthbound Oracle. I love this deck so much. Okay, so the Earthbound Oracle is like a really outdoorsy, like woodsy guy, but not like bougie, like genuinely works out in the woods, like genuinely works with his hands, works out in the woods, very associated with the earth element. So I'm probably dealing with like a Capricorn or a Virgo here. Very much keeps to himself, doesn't say a lot. I probably had to ask him out kind of thing, like, which I don't normally do. So that means he's pretty special. But like mid to late 30s, got like this gorgeous beard, maybe like a little bit of red in that beard naturally. Hazel eyes, very tall, works out in the woods, keeps to himself, probably drives like an older truck, but just because he's had that truck for like 10 years and loves it. We're gonna go somewhere quiet so that we can actually talk. That's the type of guy we're dealing with here with the Earthbound Oracle. So we're gonna go somewhere where the food's really good and it's probably farm to table. And he's gonna drink some craft IPA to start. If the night goes well and we get to go to a bar after dinner, which if it goes well with the Earthbound Oracle, you are definitely saying yes to getting a drink after dinner. So from there, let's see, oh, it's gonna be like a woodsy bar. Dark, but like a lot of wood. Like if you have ever been to the Independent Ice Co. in in Portland, Maine, it would feel like that, like lots of bricks and woodsy earth tones and very dark and like masculine, but like old school masculine feel, not like industrial, like that warm wood tone, like in the red of the bricks. So you would go there. He's probably going to drink scotch too, honestly, or some type of like dark liquor with no, like there's no mixed, he's not doing a mixed drink. Like that's not how this guy rolls, right? And at the end of the date, he would just straight up tell me at the bar to my face if he wanted to see me again. And if he did, he would ask me politely. Like, this is a man who doesn't need to speak a lot. Again, like I said, Capricorn, Virgo, but he's very polite. Like woodsy, earthy, keeps to himself, but he's very polite. This would be the Earthbound Oracle. Oh man, that sounds lovely. I want to go on a date with this deck for real. And dinner would, like I said, dinner would definitely be like farm to table, somewhere really intimate, not overly crowded, not super popular. And it would be a long date if it went well. And again, like the Earthbound Oracle would let you know if they wanted to see you again or not. Like if you made the cut or not. They're not going to waste either of your times. You know what I mean? Okay, final 2 decks. And these 2 decks, I am just full-blown obsessed with right now, as always, but these 2 decks are pretty special. So Ritual Tarot by Tiara May. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this deck in real life right now, but if it was a date, she's definitely female. She's in her late 30s to mid 40s. She's a fucking fire sign. She's definitely an Aries. Like, I'm gonna lean Aries, maybe Leo. No, I'm sorry. Aries, maybe Sag, but no, she's more Aries. Alice Wonderland is Sag. She's not Leo fire. This is Aries fire. I have said in a recent video, this deck reminds me of Sekhmet and Kali, and that's the vibes of this deck. It's like straight shooter, fascinating, great storyteller, and you want to hang out with this one for a while. So this is an Aries. She's in her late 30s to mid 40s. That outfit is going to be on point. Like, doesn't look like she spent a lot of time putting it together, but it was well curated. It was a well thought out outfit. Like the makeup, she's definitely got crazy cat eye liner. No, maybe red lipstick, maybe not. But the eye makeup is going to be heavy. Her hair is going to be long. The outfit's going to be on point. The boots, because we're definitely going on a date in the fall or the spring. So the boots would just be divine. That's the Ritual Tarot. Let's see, what do we do? Well, she's not sure if she's going to want to have dinner with me. So we'll start at the bar. What are we going to drink? Oh, now we are doing a mixed cocktail now. But the mixed cocktail that we're doing is going to be something that has like multiple liquors in it, and probably you will be buzzed off of one. Okay, and it's going to have some kind of crazy name that's associated with something locally. It would be the new It bar where, you know, all the cool kids go. And yeah, she would like meet you there, but she's going to be late, which is a pet peeve of mine on a date as an aside. I don't care for it, but in this world, the Ritual Tarot would be late for the date. Couple minutes. Maybe she'll keep you waiting 7 minutes, right? She's going to pick up the tab though, because hell no, you ain't picking up the tab. And she's going to have a lot of questions for you. Like, this is a date where she's not just doing all the talking. Like, she wants to know, like, what's been your worst relationship to date? What were the negative qualities that you felt you brought to the relationship? What negative qualities did your ex-partner bring to the relationship? What was your relationship with your parents like? Like, that's this kind of question she's going to ask. But that will be interspersed with her telling you all about herself as well. So she's not someone who's just going to ask questions of you or only talk about herself. There's going to be really good exchange and flow, like constant talking, like lots of oh my God, eye contact. Wow, Racine, nice job for getting that word. Lots of eye contact. Ritual Tarot's like lots of intense eye contact. She's got to have blue eyes, right? Blue or gray eyes, right? She's going to be fascinating. I'm going to be like, oh my God, I hope she asks me out again. Like, please ask me out again. But you're going to start at the bar to see if there's chemistry, because there has to be physical attraction here. Okay. Like, The Ritual Tarot isn't playing. She's not going to waste any time if there isn't any lust here, right? So lust is going to be happening. So if it's decided that there's appropriate level of chemistry, the Ritual Tarot would then take me out to dinner. Probably we're going somewhere with vegetarian or vegan options. But she knows that I'm a carnivore, so she's also going to cater to that. You know what we're going to do? Oh my God, you know what? It's food truck. It's food truck time. It's food truck, eat outside, eat dinner outside with drinks. Like go to the food truck, get the food, buy a bottle of wine, and eat outside. That's where Ritual Tarot would take you after the bar. And then if it's really going well, she's gonna take you to another bar. If not, the date ends at dinner. That is the Ritual Tarot. Oh my God, guys, that's Ritual Tarot. She's gotta be an Aries. Like, there's just no other way. She's an Aries. Okay. Guys, once I do this one, I can't like do it again, which is why I've been very reticent to do her. But actually I should say him, because I was very like, is this deck a they or are they him? And I do think Tarot of Vampyres is a him for me. There's so much energy of the Sacred Feminine in this deck, so I guess technically it's a they. But if I were to personify this deck and I was going on a date with him, I'm gonna lean towards him, but someone who's very comfortable with his Sacred Feminine side as well. This is my all-time favorite deck, guys. Of course, it's in video number 3, but I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. This is the True Love deck, so this date's gonna be really fucking special, okay? This is a man in his mid to late 40s. He's very, very successful at what he does for work. He's also very aware of the effect that his actions have on others. So he's been through a lot in his life and he's made some mistakes, and he's very, very honest about them. He genuinely wants to make a difference. He's looking for real commitment and he's in it for the long haul. So he's vetting any dates that he chooses to go on very carefully. He's also looking for a certain amount of intelligence in the person that he's going to go on a date with. So even prior to the actual date, this guy has been very, he's done his background check. There's probably been some text exchanges to see if conversation flows well and if the individual he's considering going on the date with is able to hold his interest, because he's looking for something long term. Tarot of Vampyres is monogamous, honey. I gotta say, like, that's how I experienced Tarot of Vampyres. But this deck was love at first sight for me. Like, this was my ride or die. Like, I knew when I opened this deck and looked at it, like, oh, I'm in love. So that's the kind of date this is. So, oh my God, it's gonna be like, he's gonna show up with flowers. Like, that's who we're dealing with here. He's gonna show up with flowers. He's taller, mid to late 40s. Successful now, but probably had something failed in his past career-wise. Definitely was wild in his 20s, learned all his lessons. Probably had a difficult relationship with his father. He's got like a perfectly manicured beard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this would be love at first sight for me. So shows up with flowers. He has exquisite taste in music, of course. And so he drives to dinner, very nice car, and the music is carefully curated based on bands that we both like. I am smitten immediately, right? So then we're gonna go somewhere really nice for dinner. Like, not the hot spot, not the most expensive spot, the spot where the food's actually really, really good. And we can hear each other talk, right? And, oh, is he gonna be able to talk esoteric occult symbolism with me? As well as an understanding of myth with Joseph Campbell. Oh God, guys, yeah, I would be like ready. I would be like, yes, let's exclusively date each other at the end of this date, right? Of course, I say that as I pull the Tower card. Let's see what else. Oh, okay, so yeah, so we're going somewhere like just the food is impeccable, delicious, beautiful. The atmosphere is very much like, not cohesive, conducive to us being able to have a really great conversation, of which there'll be no shortage, but there's also comfortable spots of silence where like we don't have to fill the quiet with words all the time, right? Loves music. Maybe he writes as well. Oh, I love this guy. Okay, what are we drinking? Oh, we're definitely drinking gin. Yeah, gin and tonics with Hendrick's gin. And like, you know, it's probably a little she, so we probably have like cucumbers in the drink or something like that. And there's definitely some elderflower happening there too. But we start with gin and tonics, and I think we end the night with red wine, which is like a tricky, ooh, that could be a bad combination, but it's okay because it's going to be a long night. So yeah, so okay, now what sign is Tarot of Vampires? Now I have thought about this a lot, guys, because you all know that I love me a Leo, right? But Leos are not, sorry guys, I love you Leos, but this deck is deeper than that. So I gotta say, oh, it's so tricky, but this deck is like maybe a Capricorn, maybe a Capricorn, maybe a Scorpio. My God, so intelligent though, so intelligent. This deck is like, oh my God, like so intelligent. I gotta go more Capricorn because I feel like they've studied and they paid attention and applied themselves. And I love me some Scorpio. I mean, not really, because usually it doesn't go well, but no, but I'm like, my chart is riddled with Scorpio. So please, I'm like a secret Scorpio. I mean, no, throwing no shade at Scorpios right now, but you know, it can get kind of like emotionally intense right away. So I feel like I have to say this guy's probably a Capricorn. Let me just like check myself there, because this is the only time I get to add this deck to my list. Like, and you guys know Tarot Vampires is like the deck of my life. It's my ride or die. Like, I'm married to this deck. Yeah, I think he's got to be a Capricorn. Maybe a Pisces. I don't know, because I think Pisces, like Pisces men can like they have access to their emotions, but sometimes they can drown in them. This guy's got a pretty good handle on that. So if he is a Pisces, he's got a Capricorn moon, or he's got something going on moon wise that's very earthy and grounded. I think he's a Capricorn. Sorry guys, sorry. There's the devil. See, all right, he's the Capricorn. Here we go. He's the Capricorn. All right, so we have dinner, we have one gin and tonic with dinner, right? And we eat like, oh, delicious food. And we have dessert, because fuck that shit, we're having dessert, because dessert is amazeballs, and we need to have dessert. So we have dessert, right? Okay. All right. So then we're gonna go to a bar, because we want to keep talking, because there's no way that I'm not getting married to this deck, okay? Like, sorry guys, this is my fantasy. I'm just sharing it with you. I'm just teasing. Okay, so we go to a bar, but he chooses a bar where we have to drive to get there so that we can listen to more music in the car and talk music in the car. And then we go to the bar. Now this bar does have live music, and it's going to be good. Like, it's going to be good. Like solo acoustic, but not like good solo acoustic, right? And we have red wine here, because we have to have red wine here, because like we're going to be at the bar for a couple hours, obvi. So we don't even finish the night till like around midnight or 1. We definitely know that we're into each other. And he definitely lets me know that he's going to call to set up the next date at the end of the night. That's Tarot Vampires, guys. You have now officially dated my ride or die husband deck. It's been so much fun doing this. And guys, I have so many more decks. There are many more installments coming. Like, hello, I haven't done Murder of Crows yet. I was like, I can't do Murder of Crows and Tarot of Vampires at the same time, because then I'm going to be like, is the series done? So there's definitely at least one more installment coming. I know you guys love this series, so I will definitely continue it. It's so much fun to personify the decks and give them astrological signs and choose what they would drink with me. It's so much fun. So if you've made it to the end, yes, you got to see Tarot of Vampires, and what he would be like to go on a date with. As always, I am sending you all so much love and many blessings, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.